That's what I got to. So that's her 2. I would have given it a fucking 0.
Okay.
Yeah,
right. Sure.
It was disgusting.
Disgusting.
Play Santa without the need for padding, then this is the podcast for you. Welcome to the Fat Podcast. I am your co-host, Jamie Lane. I'm with my other co-host,
Zack.
Michoch. Yeah, Zack Michoch. And this is a podcast where we discuss our weight, hopefully our weight loss, general fitness, and just anything that tickles our pickles. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yep. So, how you been, brother?
It's going to be a trend, I think. Tired.
Tired. Always damn tired.
But, yeah, I think that's it, really. Just exhausted all the time.
Yeah?
Work's been crazy.
Yeah.
And it continues to get crazier.
Yeah.
So that's fun. But other than that, feeling pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Not talking about weight just yet, but I'm definitely feeling the effects of the diet. As in, like, the negative effects now.
Yeah.
So, like...
Tired and just, like, fatigue?
Not even that. It's more like... I'm like, okay, I could eat a lot more than this. Okay, yeah, I could definitely eat a lot more than this. Or this is too small. Or I'm definitely... the first 3 weeks of this thing, I didn't even sniff chocolate or anything. I didn't need to. I'm fucking steel, mate.
Fucking chocolate sniffer.
But like yesterday, I wasted 2 cookies.
He sent me a video. I should have saved it and just played it on the pod. But sent me a video of him just smelling a cookie, just like,
oh.
Was it a Maryland?
Maryland chocolate chip. You can't beat it, son. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm starting to feel it. I think, it's starting to... I'm going to have to reshift... I'm going to have to remotivate myself somehow soon, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah. Good week. I got my insoles now in my shoes.
Very nice.
Because I've got, I'm going to butcher this term, but plantar
fasciitis.
Fasciitis, that's it. So, but I've literally... It just feels weird because I've just been sat all week. Like in my office, but with my shoes on.
That's bizarre. I hate wearing shoes indoors.
Exactly, so do I. I'm a barefoot man. When I usually no socks either, I'm a barefoot dude. You know?
But these insoles are good.
Yeah. And obviously, I want to start playing darts again regularly, like just throughout the days. Not just when you come over and we play our games. I want to be able to practice, but it hurts so much, I'm just like, can't be fucked.
It hurts,
mate.
But okay, so what, you're 3
And I
days
could handle it hurting at the time, because I could be like, I'm going to power through this shit. And then the game ends, and I'm like, right, it doesn't hurt anymore, I can rest. But it just hurts all day, you know?
Oh, shit.
So it's just, yeah.
Well, this is what, your 3rd day with it? 2nd
Yeah.
day?
They came on Friday, yeah.
So your general pain is less now?
Much less, yeah.
Much less.
And when I first put them on, it was weird, because it felt like I was like wearing like high heels or something. And I was just like, this is strange. But it was almost like within the hour. I was just like, oh, this is it.
Okay, that's good.
This is a good shit.
I think I might...
But now I need another pair. Because these are my darts trainers. So these trainers live in this room.
Outside trainers.
And then I got my Tims. When I go outside, my boots. So I need some for my boots.
Those are nice boots.
But yeah, other than that, good week, man. Like, work was hectic, but in a way that I could control. So, good busy.
Yeah. Good busy. I love good busy.
Yeah, good busy's good shit, because everything goes faster. But yeah, pretty decent. And I completed God of War this week. Feels in the feels. And now, I'm struggling to grab onto something like that again. Like, I've played like a couple of games, I'm like, this is not going to work. Like, I played Horizon for the first time.
Yeah.
Story's great, right?
That's a mistake, yeah.
Story's good, right? So far. But the movement just feels janky to me. Something about how they move, and I'm just like, it's just not as primo. It's just not as good. It's just not Kratos.
And, like, especially coming from God of War, and that is like a Swiss watch in terms of like mechanics. It's perfect. And like going to like Horizon Zero Dawn, it's like, oh, it's just one of these run of the mill.
Yeah.
Kind of collect everything in the area.
Yeah.
Go through, use a bow and arrow. I do love bow and arrow games. Oh my god.
Good shit. Yeah.
But yeah, it must be difficult. I feel that way about when I finish like a good. But movie.
I think that's why I've been I've been trying Lost Ark. Decent so far.
Yeah.
Decent to good so far, I should say.
Yeah.
But like something like online based where like I'm not like emotionally
attached to the
it
narrative
like
of the characters.
Yeah. So like I can go away from it, then come back and be like, oh shit, Horizon Zero Dawn's fucking damn good, because I haven't got like the fresh memory of God of War in my head. Yeah. You know, but yeah. So I'm not pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Have you noticed how if it's an MMO, you're always uber generous to it?
In what term?
If it's an MMO, you're always like, yeah, it's pretty good, so I just need to get used to it. Or, oh yeah, it's pretty good so far, I just need to get used to this.
Yeah, but that's the genre, because they're long... Oh, what's the term? Like, it's the long game with an MMO, you know what I mean?
Sure, definitely, yeah. But like, I feel like you're not like that with any other games. You're not like, oh, I just need to get a few hours to get used to this mechanic or something.
The only game where like I don't have that is like Final Fantasy online. So Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
Because I just feel it's good from like the start.
Yeah.
You know, and I just feel it's good from like some people. It is like the first game ARR is like a marathon.
Yeah.
You know, but I just feel like something about it to me. I'm not saying to everyone, but to me, it was just good from the very beginning. But most MMOs, you start and you're like, I'm a little bitch.
I find it very hard to get into MMOs because of that.
But this game is slightly different. So in Lost Ark, you start and you're like a beast.
Yeah.
Like you're like a hero from the past.
Okay.
So like you're not like just some random
just
dude. Yeah, you're like a hero from the past. So in the story, like you already helped loads of people. You know. But yeah, it's a slow burn. It's completely different MMO than I've ever played. Like action, it's an MMO action RPG.
Yeah.
So it's like Diablo but MMO. But yeah, it's good so far. Based on what I've played, I wouldn't even wipe Final Fantasy 14's ass with it, but it's in comparison to everything else other than Final Fantasy 14. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, and people are loving it on Twitch. I think it's still the top thing now that people are fucking banging out.
People fucking love it.
After the actual full release, the overwhelmingly positive
went to like 71%.
It was 96. Yeah. Now has like 30,000 reviews, and it's down to like 74, isn't it? Yeah. Which is probably about realistic.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah. Solid like C plus B.
Yeah. Probably a realistic thing. Because the problem with it is also the best thing about it is that it's free. It's free to play, which means they've got to make their money somewhere. And that's cash shop, all this kind of fucking nonsense, which I don't like, and a lot of people fucking hate. You know what I mean? Especially if you're like you're a kid playing Lost Ark, and you're not like us, you don't have jobs and shit, and you got like people with jobs like just buying fucking left, right, and centre. You can't really compete. You know, it just stress you out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see. I'd say 74, 75 out of 100 is about right. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, been a good week, fam. Good chill week.
Yeah.
Chilly.
I'm looking forward to a chill week at some point soon.
Man, ain't never gonna come.
I'm looking forward to it.
Ain't never gonna come, bro. Right. So, should we move on?
Let's move on.
Should we? Oh, there's a lot of green arrows on that screen.
Beautiful thing.
Welcome to the weight loss section of the pod. Oh, it feels good.
We just keep on going down. Yeah. You're back in the fucking green, bro.
Should we start with me this time instead of starting with you? Yeah. I had a much better week because obviously it was the last week's pod I was in the red.
Yeah.
I put on £2, so in my head I've kind of now justified it as like that week I put on £2.
Yeah,
I lost £1, right?
Yeah.
And then the next week I lost £2.
Exactly how I was thinking.
You know what I mean? So yeah, much better. Back over the 10%.
Yep.
Back into the 10%
Forgot the kazoos
bracket.
again next time.
Yeah, what's that?
Forgot the kazoos again.
Yeah, so back in the 10%, which is all good. But yeah, much better week. Didn't have a single takeaway.
Nice.
But yeah.
Well, except for what's coming up in the next segment, but we'll see.
Yeah. That's not the next segment, I don't think.
Segment after.
There's a couple of... We got a new segment,
we
guys.
got a lot of shit going on this one, yeah.
We got 2 new segments, actually. But based on the last podcast discussion. Yeah.
See if you can figure it out.
Very good. It's factually interesting. I didn't beat your target, though. You were like, I reckon you're going to be under 330.
You were fucking close. Let's be fair, right?
When I was doing it and I was watching the pod back, I was like, fuck. Zack's going to be under 330. I was like, nearly there. Bastard.
Very close.
But yeah, I'm buzzing with that. All green arrows. And we finally, actually, or did we do that last week? Zack made the 2 things in the bottom middle. Because we're always like, how much did we lose?
Yeah.
Aren't we? What was that? Because we're both horrific at maths. It takes us ages. So yeah, 2.9 loss for me this week.
It's good,
so
man.
Nearly 3.
More than a kilo. That's sick.
Yeah. So it was a very, very, very good week. And obviously it's still weird because obviously that's 6 days ago now because our weigh day's tomorrow.
Yeah. People keep asking me. They're like, just change the weigh day. Just change it. Do it Sunday.
Yeah. Just weigh Sundays. Yeah, what I reckon what we do is, as of now, we change our weigh day to Friday. So we can weigh on this Monday, because that'll be a week between.
Yes.
A week between, right? But then we'll weigh again Friday. So we'll basically have 2 weeks of weight loss in the next episode.
Hopefully.
Yeah, or 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks.
Yeah, 1.5 weeks.
I'm fine with moving it to... Why don't we do something... Because we typically do Saturday or Sunday, don't we? Yeah, so Friday makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fridays, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. So cool. As of next week, there will only be a day.
Yeah.
Between
so we'll be talking about a week we just
fucking out. Yeah.
That'll be cool.
And it'll be 2 weeks of weight loss. So it'll be interesting to nearly 2 weeks of weight loss. So it'll be interesting to see how much. Yeah. It should be a big number, right? Should be.
I won't talk about it too much, but I don't think I've lost any weight this week or this coming one. But I'll have an extra 5 days, so that's fine.
Exactly.
Cool with that.
But yeah, so I've had a great week weight loss wise. 2.9 back down.
Very nice.
More importantly, under the 2 weeks ago. So I feel like I kept losing weight for those 2 weeks, which is nice mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great week.
That's sick.
Great week.
Sick. I'm like a fucking machine, apparently.
You are.
I can't lose more than 2.2. It just has to be 2.2, exactly a kilo.
I think you've done it 3 times now, haven't you?
Yeah.
2.2, yeah, exactly a kilo. Boom. But
yeah.
As I said, mate, when we were talking about yours last week, I reckon that's just going to continue for a while.
Oh, I don't know about this week. But, yeah, I hope so. If I can keep that consistent, I think we both do this. I think everyone does this when they have a goal, especially for weight loss or fitness. They're like, okay, so if I keep on track for this long, it's this many weeks until I'm this weight, and then this many weeks until I'm this weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think if I'm on track,
and
I keep losing 2, right, minus the blip of this week, maybe, I don't know. I've been saying that every week.
Blip.
I've been saying that every week, though. To be fair, I'm I've definitely plateaued for the past 3 weeks.
You have,
but
I don't think you can plateau how you eat.
I think you can.
Because you only eat once.
Yeah, but this week...
what's your maintenance? 2,000 calories?
Yeah, 2,200.
You're not going to have a 2,200 calorie meal. unless you go to, McDonald's or something. But you've already got a rule to not do that. Which is don't do takeaways.
I agree. Except this week, I've been weird about it.
Right.
Since it's another week and we'll have a Friday weigh day, we'll be talking about next week anyway. So I can talk about up to tomorrow, today. Right?
Yeah.
So, this past week, not the week that we're talking about. Fuck me, we need to change it to Friday. But this past week, I've been doing 1 meal a day. But then I'm that one meal is a bit like a marathon.
Yeah.
Like a mini marathon. So it's I'll have my pizza, and then I'll have Ritz crackers and cream cheese.
Yeah.
So it's kind of 2 meals in one, if that makes sense.
Right.
But I haven't been doing that before this. So I think that's maybe pushed me into a non-whey or non-loss.
Crackers are big calories as well.
I fucking love Ritz, man. No
they're not big calories But they're big credits for what they are.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Especially if you like crackers and like garlic and herb Philadelphia.
Oh,
beautiful.
Oh, garlic and herb. Oh,
disgusting.
I'm about to be sick.
Have you had the garlic and herb Philadelphia?
Yes, I've had garlic herb any which way, and it's always disgusting.
Fair.
The only garlic thing where there's a normal version and then there's a garlic version that I like is garlic mayo.
True, garlic
mayo. A good garlic mayo is fucking banging. Cause
here's something I can add to this part. I've been making my own mayo.
Have you actually?
Not actually.
Thanks. Moving on.
So basically, I get like normal helmets, right?
Yeah.
And I add like paprika.
Yeah, so you're adjusting the mayo.
Yeah, so I'm making it like a Peronaise kind of thing. Yeah. And it's, beautiful.
Because Peronaise is fucking banging though, isn't it?
Oh my god. It's so expensive.
I know. For
like a
they give you a little bottle, don't they? You know, it is like, oh my god.
Nando's know what I'm about. That's all I'm saying.
It's funny because I'm the thing, because I probably know this about me, but I fucking love sweet chili sauce.
Oh yeah.
And you can only ever buy it in like little tiny pots, man. I want like a fucking jug. You know what I mean? Because I use loads.
You probably get like Amazon, like food truck vendors have like the, the massive
the whole jug, just like pour it all over my thing, you know.
But yeah, I think I have to. Like I said, I'm the same for you, but I've had to start getting creative so I don't die.
Yeah.
Like I've only just started making my own like mayo.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, normal mayo ain't cutting it. I got a Peronaise, and I need to feel like I'm doing something creative with what I'm eating, because it's just like
but you. This is what happens if you go to Nando's 4 days a week.
Whoa!
I get the same thing every time.
First of all, it's not 4 days a week. It's like once or twice a week. Alright? Considering it's relatively healthy as well, I don't mind it, right?
But there's no variety, Zack.
I try and shake it up. I go for like the vegan beanie, like pita, right? With like the coleslaw and stuff. It's okay. And then I have like double chicken wrap instead of just the butterfly chicken. I'm burping a lot. I'm so sorry. I don't have energy drinks, so this is
gassy.
Like, yeah. But yeah, I think you're right. I think I need to start cooking.
You should.
But I fucking hate cooking.
Yeah, but train yourself to like cooking.
How the fuck do you do that?
What you're doing with the Peronaise. Every time you cook something, cook it a little bit different.
I guess, but I don't. My cooking.
One of my things that I discovered was when I started making you've had it, when I started making sweet chili chicken and rice.
Ooh.
I made it for you once, didn't I?
Very nice.
Fucking so nice. And it's because the sweet chili, obviously, it's got the sugar in it, so that it caramelizes on top of the chicken. Just thinking about it now, and that's why I like cooking. Like, I don't like cooking, like just going down, getting something out of the freezer, popping it in the oven, and just waiting the 20 minutes. I can't stand that shit.
That is the only way I can cook.
Yeah.
That's the only
Most people would love that because they're like, I don't have to think about it. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Done.
I'm going to have to start especially because
I like it when I'm stood in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I've got to stand there for the whole time I'm cooking.
And you are actually doing stuff all the time.
And I'm engaged. Yeah.
That sounds like a big no from me.
Because like Ruth, like when we have like Sunday roast and stuff, she's like, I can't do it. It's like far too chaotic. Because if I cook a roast, I'll cook the roast, so I do everything. The veg, chicken, gravy. I have like 4 different saucepans on at the same time. You know what I mean? I'd probably be a good chef if I could
deal with the pressure of like many
the
things
pressure of so many people. You know what I mean? Like if I ran like a tiny little restaurant, like perfect Amsterdam. Yeah, because I got like one table.
Yeah,
like if you pay for service, I would be lit.
That was.
You know what I mean?
I remember that guy. So in Amsterdam,
oh, he fucking loved me, didn't
he? He fucking loved you. We went to this place and
it doesn't exist. I'm sure it's a mirage.
We think it's like a mirage. So yeah, we were in Amsterdam doing Amsterdam things.
Yeah.
And while doing Amsterdam things, we stopped into this like basically tiny fucking restaurant.
Yeah.
And the guy really liked you, right? Yeah. And we had like burger and chips, each of us.
Oh.
That were divine.
Taste it now.
They were
Oh.
insane.
You even had a beef burger that day.
I did. It was fucking delicious. It was all fucking delicious. But yeah, and then the guy really liked Jay.
He did.
And he was like, because you were like, oh mate, this is delicious. I fucking love it. And then he was like, I think he was like, it's because I make with love.
Yeah, he was like, all of my food I make with love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they start giving you extra. And then another one of our friends also wanted extra. He's like, no, just him.
And he just, this guy, and bear in mind, like, if you've ever been to Amsterdam, you'll know. If you haven't, I'll tell you. Food, drink, dear.
Yeah.
Everything's fucking dear, right? So, so we go in there, and we're already paying, like, if I was in England, I'd be calling it paying out my ass, right? For a burger and chips, right?
Yeah.
But I haven't had a burger or chips, anything like that in England. So over there, it was good value, right?
Yeah.
So I paid like £7 for the portion of chips I've got. And then the guy just comes over and just pours like twice as many chips as I'd bought
chips,
all over my plate and was like, here you go. You know, for free.
Yeah.
You know, and then maybe my mate was like, can I have more? And he was like, no.
Just him. Maybe he didn't like get complimented because you were like really, you kept saying, man, this is fucking amazing. This is fucking delicious. You kept saying it to him.
Yeah.
So maybe he was just like, he doesn't get enough compliments. So he's
maybe.
just like...
But the thing is, one of these things, right? McDonald's depresses me, right?
Yeah.
I'm very polite.
Sure.
People I don't know.
Yeah.
And I like, when I talk to someone, we've got mutual friends, right? Doesn't say thank you at shops. Pisses me off, right?
I need to, after the podcast, I need to know who that is.
So, like, he'll go to the shop and go, just put the can of Coke on the table and, like, not say anything. Might say hi.
Yeah.
Pay and just walk off. You know what I mean? That gets in my soul, right? I am the complete opposite to the extreme degree. So if I go in the shop...
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, how you doing? I'm like if he's got, like, the football on the window, I'm like, oh, he was winning. I'll be, like, talking to the person.
Yeah, 100%.
And this is why McDonald's depresses me, right? When I go to McDonald's, and I'm like that, it shocks them.
Oh, that's
so
sad.
Like, people must come past
and
just be like, this person doesn't matter, and just not talk to them. So, like, me and Ruth once at KFC, right? So we come around, you get to the speaker. I'm like, yo, man, how you doing? And he's like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I order my food, come back. And then the guy literally, he stood in the window and he goes, man, I love your energy, man. And he's like, your energy is sick. Yeah. Yeah, and Ruth's just like, what? but that's what I do. I just talk to the person. And it really gets me at McDonald's especially.
Yeah.
Like, I'll come to the window and, like, the person kind of on autopilot will be like, hi, sir. And I'm like, all right, mate, how you doing? And then, like, it shocks them because I've asked them just how, and they're like, yeah, I'm good. You? And I'm like, yeah, man, not too bad. Shit, whatever, innit? Like, you know what I mean? And they'll just be like, oh, yeah, cheers, have a really good day, man. And I'm just like, yeah, no problem. Yeah. But I find that, like, that's just natural to me.
Yeah.
But it depresses me when, like, I see that and I'm like, this person hasn't been spoke to like a human for, like, 5 straight hours.
To be fair to people who don't do that level of... Because I do it too, right? Especially if I see someone, like, who looks proper depressed, like, especially, like, a cashier or something like that, in checkout, just like, how's your day going? Oh, how long's your shift been?
Yeah.
Almost over?
Yeah.
That kind of thing, right? But I can appreciate, because I used to work retail, and I've worked bar, and all the worst jobs you can possibly work, I probably worked, right? Interacting with people. And sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to talk to anyone. So I'm just going to do the bare minimum interacting, and I hope they don't try and interact with me.
But that's the excuse for the person behind the till. What about the people that are coming through? Like, you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like, the consumers.
Yeah, but like, sometimes it's a reprieve if they're just like, can I have a large
if they don't talk to you.
Yeah. Can I have a large... Yeah, sure.
Because we differ on this subject, because you're I don't want anyone to talk to me whilst I'm getting my haircut kind of guy, aren't you?
That would be... If they could make like a rating system, or like in Uber, right?
Yeah.
If they had like an option that
and you go,
like,
talks too much.
Don't talk. I'll give you a tip if you don't talk. I'm happy with that, right? That would be bliss for me. I don't need to talk. Oh.
I am the complete opposite. Like, I go to my barber and Grant's there, and we will not stop chatting until my hair's done.
That's because I think that's 2 reasons, right?
I haven't seen my barber in like 2 years now because I was growing my hair.
Rip. That's sad.
Yeah.
But there are 2 types of people, and there are people. Well, there's like so many different types of people, but there's introverts, extroverts, right?
Yeah.
You're more of an extrovert.
Yeah.
I'm more of an introvert. not only are you more of an extrovert, but you also, how do I put this, are more... I'm not trying to insult you. You're more of a common man, if that makes sense.
Whoa!
As in, oh, you watched the football last night?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Not like basic or anything. I just mean you have interests that a barber might have interests in.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm like, oh, hello.
How many political
Did you
podcasts
watch the debate last night? I feel like in the IT crowd, bluff ball.
Yeah.
I need that to get a conversation through, especially because, like, oh my god, I'm not trying to generalize about barbers. I'm sure there's some barbers that watch debates or whatever, right? But I go in and I try and make conversation, and they're like, "Nah, I don't know that, mate. No, I don't. Sorry, I don't know that."
Don't know what you're talking about. You would have loved. You would have loved my original barber when I was a young kid.
Yeah.
His name was Paul, right?
Yeah.
And he was a great barber for you because he hated his job.
Oh.
So he was good at it. It was one of those things like, I'm good at it, but I fucking can't stand it. It's kind of like me with rugby. I'm good at rugby. Can't fucking stand the fucking sport.
Fair play.
Right?
Yeah.
But he hated his job. He doesn't do it anymore. He got out. He does IT now. Like, got out like 15 years ago. Something like that. Well, I'm fucking old now. Longer than that. But,
jeez.
he hated his job. So he'd never talk to you. He'd just be like, your turn. Zzz,
Hey, if you ever want to, like, make money on the side,
yeah.
hit me up.
And you love it, and then you just leave. And if he talked to you, he'd actually get angry. He'd be just like, shut up. Just like,
where is this man?
you know what I mean? But yeah, you'd love him. But yeah, we kind of got sidetracked there.
That's fine.
But I think
it's good.
Yeah, fantastic week for us both, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I hope y'all viewers and listeners did just as well.
Yeah. If you are on a journey or whatever,
let us know.
let us know. Comment down below, and we have a Facebook
Or
group
best
now.
of all, use the Facebook. Use the Facebook group because we interact. Well, I do. Zach's a bit shit, but you know we'll do it. So next up, we have what we got. True Facts.
True Facts.
Welcome to True Facts, people. In this, me and Zach both show each other something that is one, true, and two, hopefully now the other person doesn't know.
No.
So last week we started with yours, so we'll start with mine this week.
What's this then? Thousands could soon get weekly weight loss jabs on the NHS in bid to curb obesity.
Yes, and this
Sign me
was
up.
actually sent in by one of our viewers to me. Was like, this would be a good shit
Oh, yeah.
for the podcast, right? Yeah, so
Thank you, viewer.
this is already available, right? This thing, but you can buy it. I think it says somewhere down.
Can we order live on stream?
Order live on street. Yeah, do a test here. So currently the listing price for I think it's
0.25.
semaglutide.
Can you zoom in a bit because I can't read it?
Yes.
I'll probably go to. Ooh.
So semaglutide. I think that's how it's semaglutide.
Semaglutide. Yeah.
Yeah, 73 quid a pack, which is apparently four pre-filled pens. So it's kind of like a yeah, and it's four. But what it does is apparently it stimulates the chemical that makes you feel full.
Oh, is it leptin? No. Ghrelin?
Yeah, now blah 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 blah.
Ghrelin or leptin?
So weekly injection sort of weight loss.
NICE's issued draft also states the circumstances of BMI 30 plus.
Here it goes, mimicking hormone glucagon-like peptide.
Glucagon-like peptide, IGLP.
Yeah.
1.
So it makes you feel full.
Which is naturally released by the body after eating, meaning people feel more full and eat less.
Yeah.
NICE added that from South Asian origin and European background will be able to access.
Yeah.
the
So
drug.
basically, anyone can buy it.
Yeah.
Right now for 73.
But if you're
quid.
over 30 BMI, it's free.
If you're over 30 BMI, you can get it on prescription. So you'd still have to buy it.
Yeah.
But you can
it's
get
like
it on
£9.
prescription.
Yeah.
But that's only after, they're saying in here, you have doctor recorded attempts at weight loss.
Ah.
So you can't just go straight to the doctor and go, look, doc, mans be fat.
Yeah.
Give me some pens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll be like, no, go do this, go do that. Nothing happens. Then we'll see. You know?
But I could just buy it today. If I
But
want.
you could buy it, yeah, for £75.
It would be interesting as content.
Yeah, to do it.
Yeah.
I
You wouldn't try it.
It's just because the injection part, man. Like,
Really?
having to inject myself. If there's 4, I don't know how long they last. Maybe that's a month. Maybe 75 is 4 weeks worth.
Does it say anything more about that?
No, I don't think it does. It just says 4 pens.
Supposed to significantly reduce the evidence gathered from clinical should prescribed as part of
Yeah, look. And for evidence gathered from the clinic lose weight when on semaglutide, meaning it will only be prescribed as part of specialist weight management service involving input from several professionals and a maximum of 2 years. So they only give you it for 2 years.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Psychological
It is a lifelong condition being a fat bastard. I would know.
Fucking true.
But yeah, it doesn't say. But I'd imagine that's a week. I reckon 1 pen is a week.
4 injections a week. Or 1 injection, you think?
1 injection every week.
That's not so bad.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I reckon £75. I reckon if you went to the pharmacy, the box would say like 1 month supply.
Yeah.
And it'd be 4 pence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I definitely want to... Maybe down the road, I might buy some. And
give
try
it a go.
And then we'll talk about it on podcast.
Yeah, I'm more interested in the effect, i.e. how it makes you feel in regards to fullness. Because it says there it mimics fullness.
Yeah, how does that work?
You know?
I'm guessing maybe just like settles the acid
Maybe just
in your
satisfied
stomach
a lot quicker. It kind of reminded me of like a drug-based gastric band. Because that's what a gastric band does. It makes your stomach smaller.
I guess I just had it wrong. I don't know why I said it would sell to stomach acid. So it's mimicking the hormone glucagon like peptide one. So it's more of a neurological thing than it is.
Which is released naturally by the body after eating, meaning people feel more full and eat less. Because this is what we were talking about actually in the last podcast. Said leave it 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And this must be what your body takes 20 minutes to create.
I don't think it would work.
I'm taking my half.
I don't think it would work that well.
What, this drug?
Because think about it, for a lot of people, I don't know about you, right? But eating's more about a comfort thing more than it is about being
enjoyment,
full,
yeah.
right? So you still have you might still have cravings of like, but I think do with some ice cream right now.
Yeah, the thing is, I think it's obviously it's not gonna be aimed at me and you.
No,
because we're on a weight diet plan.
Yeah.
It's working.
Yeah.
This is for people like desperate.
Yeah.
Need like, you know what I mean? So they're at the point where the doctor's like, look, from now on, food is fuel. Simple as that.
Yeah.
You don't eat for any kind of enjoyment.
I think that's the weirdest thing to me, right? Because we are both pretty big, right?
Yeah.
I think in terms of goals, I think I'm even bigger than you.
Dare you?
No, you don't. But in terms of goals, like I'm even bigger than you in terms of what I would like to lose, right?
Yeah.
So like people who are like bigger than us, even if you have 2 pizzas a day, you might be able to lose weight. It's just
it's like when you watch, there's these shows about really fat people in there.
Half-ton life or something like that.
And like they eat like every 5 minutes, like just eating something, you know. And it's like I always say, like I'm big, right?
Yeah.
And if people are out there and you come under this category, sorry, right? But I see like when people are so fat that it becomes a disability. They can't go out for a walk, so they have like the electric fucking vehicles, like the buggies and shit. It baffles me that someone could get that bad. Because like I get to the fatness I am now, and it's like it's ingrained in my head where I go, right, time to lose weight. Because this time when I was like, I need to diet, I just so happened to be exactly the same weight I was the last time I said it. Like literally like to the pound.
I don't think it's crazy at all.
No?
Because think about it, people who are like, let's say me before the age of 25, 24.
Yeah.
It's only been a year. Fuck me. Like, 25, Jesus Christ. Like, I thought the max I could be was 90 kg.
Yeah.
Like 90 kg. I'm now 120-ish now, right? And I got to like 130, and I never thought I could make it to that.
No.
Or even where I am now, but I made it there. I can fully understand it. Mate, I think it's more about...
That level, though?
It's more about the comorbidities of...
Like, you'd literally, like, to reach that have to be, like, twice, like, 50% of you again. To get to that level.
I could completely see that. Because I never thought I'd be... Jay, I didn't go out for a walk for, like, 9 months, and I went for a walk, and I had to sit down after 3 minutes. Because my back was fucked. I hadn't used my business, you know?
I just don't think I could get there. I think it's comorbidities of psychological disorders as well. Because people who get like half ton, right? Yeah.
They definitely have an eating disorder, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a psychologist.
They definitely do.
I would wager to bet.
Yeah.
Bet to bet?
Yeah. The right side of politics would probably go like, nah, you just need to stop eating. But I reckon it at that, because it's the opposite extreme of anorexia, isn't it? The complete opposite.
Yeah, exactly. I think.
Yeah,
it's more about a psychological thing. I think psychological disorders typically, I know this to be fact, tend to have a lot of comorbidities with others, right?
Yeah.
So if you have depressive disorders, odds are that you might also have some aspects of generalized anxiety disorder, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Me, for example, I'm a prime example of that. And I think having like extreme depression that might last for a long time, right? Or acute depression at a certain point, right? Can really add to the stress of life, and it can also manifest in different ways. Like the reason I got so big is just because I think honestly, just because of like low grade depression that just kept creeping up until it hit like a point like last year.
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
What do you mean no?
You got fat.
Yeah.
Because you finally got yourself in a happy relationship. You got fucking relationship weight, bro. It is a thing.
I definitely don't think it's just that.
It is a thing. I'm actually going to add it as next week's thing that we hadn't discussed yet on the Facebook. I'll get when we get to it.
Sure. Yeah. You can do that, but
yeah.
To say that, okay, let's say that's true.
Yeah.
To say that, I don't know, depression or any other kind of disorder, right, might not play a part, or any kind of psychological, not even disorder, but just like mind space.
Yeah.
Couldn't play a part in that is, I think, flawed.
Oh, I think, it would exacerbate it.
Yeah.
You know, but...
Yeah, but like, if you get into like
anyway.
Relationship weight, you don't gain 100 fucking pounds like I did.
Fucking do. It's not as rare as you think it is, mate.
I don't think
it's really not as rare as you think it is.
30 pounds. I think that's like an average, right?
Mate.
But it's hard to say also, because let's say it happened...
Not only are you in a happy relationship, but just like me, you're in a happy relationship with a feeder. True. You know? So Very it's true. Different.
Very true. But the thing is, I'd never...
And it's really funny in Zack's case because, like, literally his girlfriend is, like, toy-sized. She is teeny-weeny, right? And, like, she's just like, want more cake, Zack? Want more cakes?
I think she... Sorry, my girlfriend. I think she was taught from a young age, like, food equals love. Yeah. So, like, if she makes food for me, it's because she's showing that she loves me. I'm like...
Well, it's the old adage, isn't it? A way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Yeah. You know, 100%. So...
But I think for the first year that we were going out, pandemic didn't happen.
Yeah.
And I was around the same weight. I maybe gained like 5 kilos, that's it, for like a year. We were long distance for like 6 months, though. And a lot of things happened.
Yeah.
And I think...
Like, I'm saying, like, the depression, the pandemic, that kind of stuff wouldn't have helped. You may not have got as big as you are.
Yeah.
But I would put my fucking house on it if I owned one. That just being in a relationship is part. I think like part
30 pounds. I think that's the cutoff for like relationship weight. No. But last thing I would say is, because I don't think I've ever talked about this on the podcast or otherwise, and it has to do with medication. I think medication really messed me up.
Yeah.
My old medication, there's no way I could have lost this weight on my old medication.
No.
Not to be too vulgar, right? But like, my stomach was never settled.
Yeah.
I would shit like 5-6 times a day.
Yeah, you would.
Honestly, I wouldn't be able to stay places.
Mate, you were so fucking annoying. We're trying to play Final Fantasy, right? And we're like, right, dungeon, Zack. And he's like, be right back, got a shit.
Honestly,
and then
I'm
shit in mid-dungeon as well.
The gastrointestinal distress of like, oh... I constantly need to shit.
You realise your drugs that you were on is the reason your girlfriend loves Final Fantasy now. Because you're on the drugs. We were in a dungeon. We were in a dungeon on the game. He had this attack, bowel attack.
Yeah. Because ever since I came off the medication onto my new one, I've been absolutely fine.
And if anyone plays MMORPGs, they'll know there's 2 roles that you can't complete a dungeon without. And that's a tank and a healer. And Zack was the healer, so we're like, shit, we need a healer. And then his missus came and played in his place. And then that's where the love grew. So if it weren't for your drugs, she probably wouldn't even play Below It now.
Okay, so that's drugs 1. No, drugs 1, not drugs 9,000. But that's fair. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's a good point to say, if anyone out there is on medication and it's not working for you, don't just keep going thinking, oh, well, this is so I don't die, so I'll just keep doing it. Explore with your doctor.
There are other options. Yeah. There are like a million depression / anxiety / whatever
exactly.
drugs.
Or exactly whatever drugs, right? Even if you have something that isn't that.
Yeah.
Talk to your doctor about your side effects. Because I know that sounds obvious.
Yeah, but people won't.
But for me, it was like, oh, so this is the thing.
You were on it for ages.
I was on it for like a year and a half, something like that, right? And for me, I was like, okay, no, but I have to just keep dealing with this because it's helping. It's helping in this way. So I can't do it. I can't get off it. I can't change it because I'll get fucked up. Yeah. Just talk to your doctor.
Fucking right.
About everything.
Let's see what your true facts is then, mate. True facts. So, Zack's true facts, which he added, days ago. No one's
about 40 minutes ago.
I'll zoom this one in as well. So, 22% of Italians have stopped using social media in last year. Tired of fake news, concerned over privacy, says Deloitte survey.
Deloitte?
Deloitte. Yeah. It's a company. Deloitte.
Oh. I never heard that before.
But yeah, so 20. That's a big.
That's more than a fifth.
Yeah, it's a big number. Nearly a quarter, more than a fifth. So, some 22% of Italians have stopped using social media last year, according to the Digital Consumer Trends Survey 2021 of Deloitte, published Tuesday. The 3 main reasons for abandoning social media are getting tired of the content. This would be me.
Yep.
The excessive presence of fake news doesn't really concern me because I can see fake news. I kind of have like fake news radar. Comes up and I'm like, that's bollocks, right? The essence of the and concerns everyone's privacy. This one doesn't really concern me. Like when people are like, oh, I don't want trackers on my phone. I'm like, your phone is a tracker. If someone wants to find you and you got your phone on you, they'd be finding you. What they mean is tracking them so they can give them tailored adverts.
Yeah. I completely get, part of me doesn't really give a shit.
Yeah.
But then I can also completely understand, I don't have customized adverts anymore. I turn that shit off. If I'm presented with the option, I say no. I'm like, just do whatever, Because it always is weird, isn't it? Where you go around someone's house and you just have a conversation about fucking pillows. And then you go home and the first advert you see on Facebook is fucking pillows. I mean, the thing is, though, I'm sure they're probably collecting that data anyway. I just don't like being reminded of them collecting the data. But I think this leads into an interesting conversation topic I think I had. Was I haven't used Facebook for years. Yeah. Right? I only reactivated because of the Facebook group that we have, right?
Join down below, it is in the description.
Join down below. And I don't really use Twitter, really.
No.
I only use it to get updates of when things are coming out or new pieces of content are being made, right? I don't really use social media whatsoever. But I feel like I've been in the minority for a few years, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I've been for a while, right? And I think suddenly we're seeing this. You know what? Facebook's a bit shit. Yeah. I don't know. That could just be my perception.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's the case. I think growing for all social media platforms at the moment. Anyway, I think the only thing that's picking up steam for some reason is Discord. Yeah. Everyone has a Discord server now. I have no idea why.
Easy connection, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess. And there's no official.
And I think on Discord as well, you feel a lot more that you manage it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like you create the channels, you create the rules for each, all that kind of stuff.
And I guess like each Discord is like 20 different Facebook pages rolled into one.
Yeah, and no one on Discord is like, you know, I'm not going to say it because it's for my segment later. But yeah.
Did you remember not to swear this episode?
No. Fuck. Fuck. I did not remember not to swear. Shit, I need to put it in the pod notes.
Just put it, when we're done here, put it in the main page. That's all we
do
need to do.
Not swear. No, I put it on every single page.
Every single page.
Do not swear. Do not swear. You know, but yeah, I think that's... Yeah.
So you think that we are in a decline overall? Not just...
I think so. Also, just randomly, I learned this recently, is, you know, the term cookie, which is the colloquial term for tracker. That's what a cookie is.
Yeah, like a cached...
right?
Yeah.
They chose that because it's less sinister. Like, literally chose it so you'd be okay with it. Because it's a language that they'd be like, oh, that sounds good.
That's so gross.
You know? Do you want to accept cookies? Fucking, of course I want to accept cookies, man. Fucking love cookies.
Little image of a cookie as
well. Yeah, they chose that term for that reason.
That's dark.
Yeah, you know? So, for people out there that don't know, if you go onto a site and it goes, do you want to accept some yummy-ass cookies? What you're basically saying is, do you accept that we take all of the inputs that you've done and collate them into a profile of you, so we can then feed you adverts we think you'll buy.
A sinister cookie jar.
Yeah.
It's a great name for a band.
Sinister cookie jar. But yeah, I think, I like me, I've transitioned, like, I use Facebook for the Facebook group.
Yeah.
I do check it occasionally, and I usually scroll, but I'm usually scrolling for, like, just the random videos, you know, just, like, that pop up, like dashcam videos, fucking... bad. See, that's Reddit tradesman.
For me, but I don't have Reddit as like a social platform. Like, I'll only ever comment if I'm like, someone is saying some stupid shit, and everyone seems to be saying the same stupid shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? You're so wrong. That's the only time I'll comment. I'll usually get downvoted.
Does Reddit class as social media?
Apparently,
it does.
Yeah, because you have like communities, don't you?
Yeah, because effectively it's a forum, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like a new school forum, I guess.
Yeah, it's like... I don't know if I'd class it as social media. Because I think social media... Well, there's an argument for this as well, because of anonymity, but social media is usually like a personal thing.
Yeah, so you have your own account, and it's like... In Reddit, you pretty much have your own account. But like on Reddit, it's like, oh, someone commented, their name is X4Z77676, you know, and their profile picture is like a picture of fucking Optimus Prime or something. Yeah, I like that shit, though.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Seems, more private. Why, just before we move on...
I also think there will be a lot bigger amount of people move away from it when they inevitably make it so you have to provide ID on creation.
100%. 100%.
You know, because people can't be little keyboard warriors on Facebook anymore.
Which is,
or
if
YouTube.
we could... It's funny, I was watching something called Newsroom, right? And in it, it tackles with like the beginnings of the internet, because it's like a 2012 show.
Yeah.
And this news show has a internet forum, and it was just like full of trolls.
Yeah.
And so the main guy was like, you have to have show ID and have your first name and second name, level of education to talk on this platform.
Level of education.
Level of education as well. Because he was on a mission to civilize, right?
Yeah.
I think that'd be really interesting to see, like, if Reddit had that and, like, you couldn't...
What site had that recently? That wasn't... That was it. A few years ago, World of Warcraft tried this. Where in their forums, they said that your now Blizzard account, when you comment on forums, would be your first name, last name.
Is that because WoW is so fucking toxic?
Yeah.
That they couldn't deal with it.
Yeah, and then they had to take it back because people are just like, we cannot do this.
Thing is, though, especially... Okay.
And people have such strong opinions on, like, something so meaningless.
Yeah,
like, like, in real terms, WoW means nothing.
Yeah. I don't want to generalize either. But, like, if you're trying to do that to WoW nerds... probably can bypass. They'll figure out fucking... I'm just saying. That's not the demographic you want to try and...
It's kind of like what we've got in it. It's like YouTube removing the dislike button. Some smarter person has made an extension to bring it back. We already got it back.
Exactly,
So you might as well just leave it.
Yeah.
You know? But, I'm in agreement on this.
Two last things. One, why do you hate Reddit?
Strong term.
Why do you thoroughly dislike Reddit?
Yeah. I think in the forum space area in which it sits, it's my least favourite one.
What's better?
9gag. Love 9gag. It's much easier to consume.
I used to be.
It's much easier to consume.
I used to be a 9gag boy. I'll admit that. And I don't.
Like, I go on Reddit and I look at the posts and like look at the page and look at how it looks and I go, messy. You know what I mean?
think you're
I'm like,
so
this
wrong.
is so
Thing
messy.
is, you haven't. I think it'd be an interesting challenge down the road, not now, but for you to have like a Reddit account and only use that for a month for like your consumption. You can't use Facebook. You can use, and then I'll use 9gag for a month. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's different though because my level of use of 9gag would be like nothing compared to your level of use for Reddit.
I think you overestimate my level of use of Reddit.
Mate, we have done this podcast for 6 weeks.
That's because I'm
and
like,
other than this week, every single one of your things have been a Reddit post.
That's because when I'm trying to get news 20 minutes before the podcast, I'm like, fuck, I can't just search internet news of this week and then just go to a bunch of different places. If I just go news tab on Reddit, I'm like, okay, I'll quickly scroll through, see if anything's interesting.
Bullshit.
Mate,
what's your
100%
second question?
My second question is, should we make a Discord?
Like a fat pod Discord?
Yeah.
We can.
For all you boys and
We
girls
can.
who want to share links, like...
Share links, share
just-
stuff, go, hey guys, discuss this shit. But they can do it on the Facebook page.
Yeah, but then we could also do, like, if anyone's online while we're podcasting, and we're like...
Oh,
"You wanna
taking
jump in?"
questions.
Yeah.
We'll do that. We'll do that in the future. Make a Discord page. Anyway, that, my friends, was True Facts. Now we're on to the shortest ever segment ever. Can I start? Can I start? Because we were talking about this. We were talking about segments that come and go and segments that are special and segments that are mainstays. Yeah?
Yeah.
And we think shortest ever segment ever is a mainstay.
Yeah, 100%.
So, and I said, it's definitely going to be a mainstay for me because I got a lot of shit to moan about. Yeah? Right? And one thing got me this week, and it gets me all the time, but it just came to my head. I was like, yes, for the segment ever. And it's funny that we're just coming from where we came from. Fucking mundane social media posters.
Oh, hit me.
Fucking people. I'm swearing more and more now because it's stressing me. People that go on Facebook and type shit like, just went to the shop. Fuck them, guys. Fuck them. If you're listening, fuck you. Right?
Oh, bro.
Hate that shit. You know, and they're like, oh, they'll post stuff like, oh, got 2 days off of work. Lovely. No one cares. Nobody cares.
This is why I don't use Facebook. This is why I haven't used Facebook for years. I probably used to be, when I was like 14, 100%.
And in conjunction, it's probably just stupid posts, but in conjunction with that, people posting song lyrics. Fuck off.
I definitely
Fuck
did that
off.
as a teenager.
Yeah, but as a teenager, I'm looking on my Facebook, these people are like 40. I'm like, mate, grow up. What are you doing?
Oh, dear.
You know what I mean? And people that associate taking pictures of your kid as love for your kid.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, oh, that person doesn't take a lot of photos of their kid on Facebook. They must not love them as much as I love my child.
That's such stupid logic. I completely agree that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
And two, for me personally, I don't begrudge anyone who takes pictures of their child and shares it online. That's fair enough, right? Do what you want to do.
Such offense.
Trying to share your love of your child online, that's fine, right? But to me, it would be the opposite.
Yeah,
the more I guard my child's life from the toxicity and awfulness of the internet, I think the better. Yeah. Personally.
But I think all mine are connected to people that post shit on Facebook that's either mundane,
Stop using Facebook!
immature, or like trying to live up to some level of care for something through social media posting.
Yeah.
You know, and like people, you know, we've had this conversation on the pod before, like people that do a good deed and then post about that good deed.
It's like people who go up to homeless people on like YouTube and are just like, here, take this money.
Yeah.
Look, with a fucking camera in your face. Just do it without the camera.
Yeah, just do it. A good deed is when you don't even realise that it was a good deed because it's just part of what you are.
I'd say there's a caveat to that though. If you're doing it and your channel is just that and it generates money that you can give to homeless people, fair enough.
Yeah, but if you're trying to do it for likes, go fuck with yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
How about you, bro?
Just stop using Facebook, bro. You seem to hate it.
No, what about you for...
No, I know. I'm trying to tell you to stop using...
Most of the time I do hate it, you're right.
Why do you do it?
Why do I eat food and get fat, Zack?
Because it's comforting. This week,
Yeah.
I think I was like, I need to write these down, or else I forget them.
Okay.
And I didn't write them down.
So you forgot them.
There was something. Oh, fuck. Do you have anything else?
No.
I think I might be done for this
You
segment.
done?
Shit.
So nothing's got your gripe
No,
this
I
week?
had things.
He's terrible.
Oh, Jay.
This is his segment, mate.
Oh, yeah.
He literally created this.
I think that's it.
God damn it. Right, next
It's the shortest ever segment for a reason.
Shortest ever segment ever. So next up is the Vault of Predictions.
We realise that we've been quite tech heavy on this show for the past few weeks.
Yes,
and
we have.
We like tech, so that's fair play.
We do.
Right? But I thought we'd switch it up.
Yeah.
Let's not alienate our viewers so much they don't like tech.
Okay.
So my Vault of Prediction is, right?
Yeah.
Right now,
Yeah.
would you say our political sphere
Right.
leans more to the left or more to the
You
right?
thought we were alienating people
No.
with tech,
But
and you decided to go with
everyone
politics.
thinks about politics. Let's be fair.
You think everyone thinks
I think
about
everyone
politics.
thinks about politics.
Say it again?
So right now, do you think we're in a society that leans more left or a society that leans more right?
I think...
Or optically. Optically.
Yeah, optically, right. Because...
Really?
Yeah, because our world leaders in the last, 5 years have mostly been right-leaning. So that
Mostly.
would, in essence, mean that most of the voters are voting right-leaning.
Except the current president of the United States.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think he's... I think he's more taking advantage of no one wanted to vote for Trump anymore.
See, I don't think that's true.
I think if Biden was up against... I don't know, someone
Bernie
else...
Sanders or something like that.
He's left. Bernie Sanders is left, isn't he?
He's kind of socialist.
Yeah, someone... A Republican, so right-leaning, but not Trump, a politician at least.
Yeah.
I reckon maybe he still would have lost.
You
as
really
in
think so?
Biden would have lost. Because it was fucking close anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think I think a lot of people cottoned on and was like, he don't really know what he's doing, does
Have
he?
you seen that Trump, has all but confirmed that he's going to be running again?
I hope so, because it's fucking hilarious to watch. Because I love watching, debates just like you do. I love watching debates, political debates. And he is TV gold. That's why they made The Apprentice. Trump is TV fucking gold.
Thing is, though, right? To be fair to... I didn't...
I think the problem... I guess not a problem, just an observation. I think the observation at the moment is, weirdly, I think now the left-leaners scream louder. Like before, 10 years ago, 15 years ago... The right-leaners were the people shouting all the time, men should be men, and all this kind of shit. But I think now, the people that, I'm going to say it, the people that fucking moan more seem to be left-leaning.
I guess an argument can be made that they have more to moan about.
It is an argument. It doesn't mean it's true, though. And I don't know, is it? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think, I would say, optically anyway...
Yeah.
I figured out what my shortest ever segment thing is. Fuck! I figure that optically we're more left at the moment. I think that's slightly shifting year by year, right? Because I think the past 10 years, 5 to 10 years, it's been very left. In our generation's our generation's cultural zeitgeist, it's been the left have been a lot louder.
Yeah.
And especially Zoomers, those who don't know, Zoomers, naughty's children, right?
Yeah.
Are very much more left-leaning. A lot more conscious, a lot more empathetic towards different groups of people, which is a good thing.
Yeah,
right?
good thing, yeah.
But do you think it's going to switch back? Because I think it's like, it seems to me that politics, in terms of culturally what is seen as to be that era, right? Like the 70s and 60s, right? Were a lot more loose, swinging 60s, and then you have hippies in the 70s and stuff like that. And then slightly more conservative when you go back into the 80s, and a bit more in the 90s, and then the noughties, it came back a bit.
Yeah.
In 10 years, do you think we're going to be more left-leaning? Or do you going to be more right-leaning? Or are we going to be a cultured, cultivated centre?
I think we've had this conversation so many times because we both kind of became centrists really, haven't we?
Yeah.
Because I think neither side is appropriate. Like,
in terms of extremes.
Like,
yeah.
Like me, we've talked about, Peterson, right, with them there and making it so you have to say this term.
Compelled speech.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. I'll never agree with that shit.
Yeah.
But that's what extreme left want, right?
Yeah.
And then on the extreme right, they want...
They just don't want to say it at all because they hate that group,
they hate that stuff. It doesn't work. Like, if we had a guest on the programme...
Yeah.
On the pod, and they came in, and I was like... Because I'll say stuff like, if a guy was to walk in, I go, all right, mate?
Yeah.
If a girl was to walk in that I'd never met, I'd be like, all right, love? That kind of stuff. It's just part of who I am.
Yeah,
right?
I get you.
But if they said, oh, can you not call me that?
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right. But, like, for me to assume that that's not what they want to be called, it just seems baffling to me. You know?
I think... Culturally, it's in my head.
And if you're my friend, like, say tomorrow you had an epiphany and you were like, I am not a he and I am not a she.
Yeah.
I am a they, them.
Yeah.
And you were like, Jay. First of all, I'd be like, we need to fucking talk about this because I need to understand where you're coming from, right? But after that, I'd be like, okay, I will attempt to call you they, them.
I think the interesting thing, I would 100% be the same. And if anyone, like, even if I met someone, obviously,
I'm not saying because this is what I mean. We had a conversation about a topic that was going on in my family that we're talking about, and I was like, it's like I can't sit in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah, like not agreeing with the left.
Yeah.
The left would think that's me agreeing with the right. But it's not. I'm sitting in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm not agreeing with either. And that's what... And I watch, like, political debates, and that's usually where I'm sitting.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they'll go, right, now, it's your side, Tories, and the Tories will say something, and I'll go, can't agree with that. Then the argument from the Labour, I'll be like, can't agree with that. You know?
I think Peterson's idea of fighting against... people say that he's dog whistling and wasn't fighting against compelled speech. He was just transphobic or something.
Which he's not.
Which I wouldn't say he is either. But people assume that that's the case.
Yeah.
And like, if I said, "Oh, I'm not a huge fan of compelled speech either, so I'm not a huge fan of that aspect of the bill."
Yeah.
But if it gave equal rights to trans people or something like that, I'd be like, 100% I'm all for it. And if a trans person was like, "Use my pronouns," I'd be like, "Yeah, I'll use your pronouns," right?
Yeah.
But I just don't like the idea of compelled speech. So if I say I don't like the idea of compelled speech, and this other person has said that, but they think it's dog whistling to something else, they automatically think that I'm with him or something like that in regards to being transphobic or something like that.
What always makes me laugh, right, is... So, there was first there was a fight over gender. So, separating gender from sex, right?
Yeah.
Which is fine. And then they started trying to change definitions of masculine, right?
Yeah.
So which they're still doing now. What I wonder is how will you describe a criminal who's on the run in 10 years?
It's
I
imagine it'll be the same.
If you've distorted the definition of masculine or feminine traits to the point that I can't even describe to you a person down the road, because you'll be like, that's not a feminine or a masculine trait.
You might have to add the caveat of old-fashioned stereotypical man physique. I don't think
1990s man's physique.
I don't think that's the case. And other than like maybe very extreme left people, no one's really advocating for that kind of thing anyway, right?
Yeah.
But it's interesting to me, right? I don't know how we've gotten to the issue of trans rights and stuff.
Yeah.
But something I don't understand, and I do want to learn more about, is it seems to be, when I listen to debates from extreme leftists, right? Who are like, oh, there's no such thing as masculine and feminine. They're perceived constructs by men and women, right? Or people, right? And they're harmful inherently because it lends to the idea that you have to be something like that. Like people raising babies, right?
Yeah.
So completely gender neutral, right? I think that's interesting, but I don't get how it works holding those two things at once. So saying, oh, I'm a woman, but women aren't anything specific. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How does that work?
I don't know.
Not that there's anything wrong with it, I'm just curious.
I'm careful to not offend anyone.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say anything on that subject. Especially the one about raising a child as gender neutral.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think in terms of your thing, I think it currently leans right.
Yeah.
But the time frame for this prediction is 10 years.
Yeah.
I think it will lean even more right in 10 years.
I think it's left right now, but I think it'll lean more right in 10 years.
So our future prediction is the same, but our current our current what we see is different.
Yeah.
Which is interesting in itself because it just shows how, we used this term the other day, polarizing the fucking political landscape is.
Yeah, I guess maybe because I just exist or my online predilections exist in viewing more of
snowflake stuff.
You say snowflake, but that term's been it's funny because that term
has now gone to the other side.
Yeah, it's been gone to the other side.
It was attributed to lefties, but now it's being attributed to righties.
Yeah, I love seeing people on the unhealthy extremes of both sides. I think left people have points. I think right people have points. If I probably were, I'm probably centre.
You'd be left leaning,
but I'm left leaning. 100%. Yeah, because I agree with.
I think we both are.
Yeah, because we agree with like equal rights for everyone, and not being mean to people. Just exactly right.
Yeah.
But obviously, some conservative values, especially when it comes to maybe like work and stuff, might be quite interesting to us, or something like that. Right? It's about policy. What was I saying? What was the beginning of my sentence? Holy shit. Holy fucking shit.
You waffle.
Yeah, because the place I love seeing people on the extreme right and extreme left just getting demolished for their dog shit views. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We can all enjoy that, right?
We can.
Yeah.
Right, so we're actually in agreement for the prediction this time.
But not in agreement now.
So next up, we have a new segment, guys. If you remember, last week, Zack semi-challenged me to try some vegan food. So I thought, fuck it.
Do you have the video?
I do. That's what that link is. This week's highlights. So first of all, we'll start with the bad, end with the good. Yeah, right.
Go.
So
let's go.
Let's start this one. I'm just gonna make sure it's in. Heyo, Fat Pod viewers and Zack decided to do the experiment today. It's not as bad as it looks. I love armor. But inside of here, there is a muck plant. So, have a look at it.
You look with such disdain.
It doesn't smell. What's the smell, mate? What's the smell? I will try it. It's not great. But it's not awful. It's just not as good as a McDonald's burger. And all I can tell you is I'm glad I got a triple cheeseburger in there for after. Anyway, catch you later. So
you said to me something transpired after that video.
Yeah. So, So, as you can see, the rating is from 0, meaning dog shit.
Yeah.
and 10 meaning primo.
Yeah.
And 10, in my rating, so 10 means it's the best it can possibly be. But 10, in this rating, is how I'd say it rates in terms of the real.
Okay, so
as well.
Comparison.
Yeah.
So is
the
it,
higher
is it
the
both?
number...
Is it satisfaction and comparison combined?
Combined.
Okay, sure.
So the closer it gets to 10, how better it tastes and how close it is to the real deal. Right? So, 2, and I'm going to say the only reason it got 2 is because I could only eat a third of it. Right?
Right.
It was foul.
Okay,
right? Foul. But...
why did something become foul? Because you're like, it's okay.
Yeah, it was the aftertaste.
Okay.
So after the camera went off, I was like... It literally... I'm not joking. I'm not trying to be a drama queen, right?
Sure.
It made me feel nauseous.
Yeah.
It made me feel sick, right? So I put it down, and Ruth and my missus ate the rest.
Sure.
And that's why it's got a 2. Because she was like, it doesn't taste like a burger.
Yeah.
She's like, but...
So imagine it's something...
if I wanted to buy something that was healthier...
yeah.
Say I had like this prerequisite calories so I could just have these. I'd buy... She was like, I'd buy them at the plant. And that's what I got a 2. So that's her 2. I would have given it a fucking 0.
Okay.
Yeah,
right. Sure.
It was disgusting.
Disgusting.
1, the burger was foul.
Yeah.
Didn't smell like a burger. Didn't taste like a burger.
Right.
Right? Didn't even feel like to me like they'd even attempted to make it taste like beef.
Right.
And obviously, the cheese was disgusting. We all know vegan cheese fucking sucks.
I didn't know they
right?
had vegan cheese on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So got vegan cheese alternative, they call it. Foul, right?
Right, sure.
And
cheese needs to come a long way.
yeah, it was like bitty. Because it's like made out of beans,
here's the thing,
innit?
right? Before, because I only started this...
Because it's a bean patty, isn't it?
Yeah, or something.
Yeah, so
Or
it's
like
like it just doesn't have
microprotein.
that chew.
Okay. To me, it didn't taste that bad. But I don't like beef.
Yeah.
So I'm hard to say about
It doesn't taste like beef. So
Fair.
it was vile. Right? Okay. And then one I don't have a video for, unfortunately, is the middle one.
Sure.
Which is the vegan burger
right.
at KFC. Much better experience.
Yeah?
Much better experience. And one thing I will tell you all you guys, if you've been foolishly buying the vegan burger and getting a portion of fries at KFC, I've got some bad news for you. The fries at KFC are not vegan. They are cooked in chicken oil.
Hashtag confirmed.
Yeah, hashtag confirmed. Because literally the woman behind the till, I was like, can I have some chips? And she was like, they're not vegan. And I was like, okay, but can I have some chips? And she was like, I want to stress to you,
they're not vegan. Yeah.
And I was like, I know, I'm only trying the vegan burger, but I want some fucking chips. So when you go to KFC and you get the vegan burger, you just get a drink. The meal is the burger and the drink. That's it. You know, they don't even offer you they don't even offer you like carrot sticks.
But how do they not have the capacity to be like, we'll just give you some of the vegan chips.
Yeah.
Or let's change our method so we don't cook it in the thing that vegans can't eat.
Yeah.
It just seems like such a half measure. It's like, what?
Yeah. So, yeah. But on top of that, 6.5, it was right. I said my best way I could describe it is if you were to go to Asda or Lidl or Morrison's and just buy whatever their own brand
like
breaded chicken fillets are.
Yeah.
Cook that shit up, put it in a bit of bread, it will taste like that.
So
that's
just like meh kind of
acceptable food.
It'll do.
Yeah, acceptable food. If you're a vegan, you can eat fine at KFC, I think. As long as you don't like chips. Because unlike McDonald's, they don't have like carrot sticks or anything either. So like it's just your drink
weird.
and a burger.
That's so weird. But obviously KFC, I know this would clearly it was a chicken substitute burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a just vegan burger in its chicken again.
Yeah.
Right. And then
I'm blown away by this.
Onto the vegan Royale
because I've yet to
Burger
have a
King.
vegan Royale.
The vegan Royale at Burger King. So I don't like how it says it's HD, but it's not.
I know, right?
Good to go.
You look so sad.
Hello, Fat Podcast, and Zack. And Zack. We are in the third place, and it is the what's it called? Vegan Royale Chicken Burger from Burger King. Let's give this a go. First bite. Tell you what, that's really good. Best by far, really good. So if you're looking for vegan shit, Burger King peeps. Peace.
That's mad.
Yeah, honestly, in terms of those three, because I've only tried three, that was the best by far. And because, honestly, the actual, I guess you can't call it a patty, so the breast of faux chicken, indistinguishable, mate, from chicken. And it only got a 9 because I can't have cheese. Right. So if they made vegan cheese that tastes like cheese, it would have been a 10. I said, if I was to go to Burger King, this is the thing. If I was to go to Burger King and I wanted a chicken burger, I would buy the Vegan Royale if it had cheese. Yeah. If it had cheese...
Why don't you just say next time, just go, Vegan Royale with cheese.
But this is why I messaged you the other day. I said, as a vegetarian, I could have the vegan burger with a slice of cheese, normal cheese on it, and it would be fine from a vegetarian's point of view, right? Correct? Yeah. I'd have that instead of a normal.
Holy shit.
Because, I'm not hurting an animal, not harming an animal, and I, in my brain, lose nothing because it tastes just as good. I'd buy it again, easily.
That's insane. I don't think people realise how big that is. Because, you going into this, it's not a bad thing.
It's just...
Your bias is insanely weighted to meat.
Yeah.
100%.
The only bad bit is that it's at a place I know do my favourite burgers.
Yeah.
So it's it's annoying. I'd love it if that was KFC, because KFC is the chicken place. You know what I mean? But when I go to Burger King, I don't buy chicken. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny how Burger King do better chicken, vegan chicken than KFC do. Yeah. It's weird.
I mean, I've always loved the chicken royales from Burger King. That's my go-to when we go.
Yeah.
100%.
But you prefer chicken over beef, don't you? You don't even like beef.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So now I don't think I'll ever get the chicken royale again if it tastes as good as...
It's good. It just lacks cheese.
There's
just no cheese.
So...
And another thing I want to mention, because they do all of these have their brand's version of vegan mayo.
Yeah.
Right? Muck plant, fucking disgusting.
Sure.
Right? Because they don't even call it vegan mayo. They call it vegan sauce.
Okay. Right.
It's vegan mayo,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Absolutely vile, right? The burger at KFC, acceptable, just like the chicken inside of it is.
Yeah.
The vegan mayo in the Burger King thing just tastes like mayo.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, and the bun's better. Everything about it is good. It's a good,
I reckon,
good burger.
Because we're weird and we look up fast food reviews online sometimes. And they said pretty much the same thing, right?
Yeah.
What if this is a big conspiracy by Burger King and they're actually putting meat in us? They're sliding the meat on us.
It's literally, it's so good. It's good. If I could buy it, I'm trying to stress it because I am a meat eating,
you almost
meat
pride
eater,
yourself
meat lover.
on, exactly,
right.
Yeah.
I'm a red-blooded male, but. And I will avoid vegan shit like the plague.
Yep.
Not just vegetarian shit. I will avoid it like the plague. I'm trying to stress, this is a good burger. Yeah, a good meal to eat.
Yeah.
And I would, if it had cheese that tastes like cheese, so I'm not just saying if it had normal cheese, it had vegan cheese that was good.
Yeah.
I'd buy that. If I was good at Royale, I'd be like, vegan Royale, please.
Okay, here's a really good thing that we can test now, right? Because I asked you last time if it was the same amount or if it was slightly more, would you pay for it to not harm an animal? So let's say you're driving through the BK, right? Yeah. And you're like, oh, we got no more Whoppers left, which would never happen. But we got no more Whoppers left. But we have the Vegan Royale, we have the Chicken Royale. The Vegan Royale's 50p more. Are you going for it? Or are you like, fuck it, I'm doing the chicken?
I think I would for 50p.
You would buy the vegan for 50p?
Yeah, for 50p.
Just because you're hurting an animal?
But for instance, right now, so even if I got branded, say I got Bird's Eye frozen quarter-pound burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah? In Morrison's, they're like $1.99
Yeah.
for 4, right? Beyond Meat, 2 frozen quarter-pounders, £5.
Right.
So we're not talking about 50p. We're talking fucking more than almost quadruple. Because you're getting 4 burgers in the other box, right?
Yeah.
Quadruple the price. For that, fuck no. No chance, right?
Okay.
But 50p? Yeah.
Interesting.
50p.
Because last time you said you probably wouldn't. You probably go for the cheaper.
Yeah.
Okay, what if it's £1?
No, I'd stay chicken.
Really?
Yeah.
So 50p.
Yeah. I'd stay chicken.
So 50p.
Because you're talking that meal is like £4.95, something like that.
Yeah, for the chips and the drink.
Yeah, for the chips and drink, right?
Yeah.
So you're talking, if it's 50p, that's like, what, 10%?
Yeah.
10%? But 20%, it's too much.
So you're rolling through...
That's almost double tax, bro.
Okay. Last thing. So you're rolling through the BK and they're like, oh, we only have Chicken Royale and Vegan Royale. Vegan Royale's $4.99.
Yeah.
Chicken Royale's $4.
Yeah.
You're going with the chicken.
Yeah.
So 99p is still... Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it obviously, literally, I want to stress this. If it had cheese or something that tasted like cheese, that would say 10. Would say 10.
You guys don't understand how Jay is such a... If I bring up a vegan meal I'm eating, he hates me for the rest of the day.
I do.
Okay?
But
so that's a big endorsement.
Fucking good. You know, fucking good. Like, I'm at the stage where, like... You know, like, when I go anywhere, if I go to Burger King, I'll get my main meal.
Yeah.
And then, like, a triple cheese.
Yeah.
I would probably get, like, my main meal and, like, a vegan royale on the side.
Woo!
You know what I mean? Because it is that good. It is good. It tastes good.
This is like...
It's not just like, oh, this is acceptable. You're there going, that's good.
You're Jasmine from Aladdin, and this journey is the magic carpet. You're seeing a whole new world.
So, yeah. And basically, the vegan showdown, it may not be every week, because I won't have chance, I'd imagine, to sample something in a week.
But we intend to... Well, you intend to...
Yeah, on Tuesday.
To not even... Oh, I was going to say that too. But I was going to say, you not even just fast food, you're also going to try...
Yeah.
Corn, blah, blah, blah.
So,
blah, blah, blah.
On the next shop, because we get shops on Friday, so we won't be able to do it this week.
Yep.
But I'm going to get some chicken nuggies.
Yep.
Deliver some corn chicken nugs.
I would suggest the Southern Fried Chicken Nugs.
Yeah.
From corn.
So I'll get them, and they'll be up on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to go back to the first one, I want to stress to everyone, if you like, I think it's hard for me to imagine anyone likes burgers as much as I do. But say you like burgers nearly as much as I do.
Yeah.
Proper beef burgers. Stay the fuck away from the Muck Plant for now. It is disgusting. And the thing is, we've chatted about this off air. I just think it's the beef. I think chicken is much further along in its development scale as a vegan alternative than beef. They just ain't got beef down.
I think it's really odd because even before vegetarian and veganism became this big thing in the world, right?
Yeah. There was already black bean burgers and stuff, wasn't there?
Yeah, but also in terms of everything tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
I was once told as a kid, if you roast Brazil nuts, they taste like chicken.
Yeah. But apparently human meat tastes like chicken as well, doesn't it? Yeah.
Everything tastes like chicken.
And frogs' legs? Frogs' legs taste like chicken?
Oh, fucking apparently. So, I'm glad, because I'm not a beef boy. You're a beef boy. I'm a chicken boy.
Yeah. I think if I was to say, we had this conversation about the doctor, if I went to the doctors, there's something wrong with me, and they're like, look, Jay, if you want to survive a day longer, you can't eat meat anymore.
Yeah.
And I had to go vegan, it would all be chicken. Like chicken alternative meals. Yeah. Because the beef is just no... I haven't tried the Whopper yet.
The Impossible Whopper.
The Impossible Whopper at Burger King, which will be on the list eventually.
Yeah.
But I watched a guy eat one, and he ate it very much like I ate the Muck Plant, which is not at all, because he was just like, it's foul. He said it was like, he bites it and it tastes like a burger, but for like a second.
Yeah.
So like the instant taste like beef, and then it's gone and it's replaced by just not nice taste.
I think the hard part is getting like the juiciness.
Also the hard part for me is because I'm a burger lover. I love the burger.
Yeah.
So like, you know me, I don't get salad in my burger, so I have bread, cheese, sauce, meat. That is my definition of a burger. So when they're giving me like these muck plants, I can't even hide it with the crunch of the lettuce or the taste of the onion, that kind of stuff. It's just I am tasting what a burger tastes like, and in terms of the muck plant, it tastes like shit. Yeah, right. So it tastes like that's my review of the muck plant, but the review of the vegan royale, fucking lovely.
But the last thing, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you're at BK, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, we have a deal on vegan royales, right? But our Whopper is expensive because we only have 3 left in stock, right?" So all these
fucking caveats to be going to Burger King.
So you can either have a fucking Whopper meal for $5,
yeah,
or you can get a vegan royale meal for £2.
Vegan royale,
really?
Yeah.
What if it's $2.50? Because I'm trying to judge your scales of what you think is valuable.
What would be nice though is the only problem I had with it, but I've never had a normal royale, so I don't know how it compares. I wish there was more, which sounds weird.
Yeah.
Because it's really nice.
They used to do like double and triple decker.
I wish I could have a double vegan royale.
Yeah.
And it would have been primo, and with cheese. Just give me some fucking cheese. Work on cheese, vegans. Alright? So, because the vegan cheese inside that milk plant is disgusting.
Cheese and beef, I reckon they're miles away from.
But yeah, so that is the vegan showdown for this week.
Yeah. Let us know if you're a vegan and you have like some certified grade A bangers.
Exactly, yeah. Let us know either in the comments below or on the Facebook. Tell me something that you think vegan-wise is the tits in terms of taste, and I will get it on the list. Exciting.
Very exciting times.
So, next up is get your hands around the fat pole.
Ooh.
So, as of now, guys, on a Monday morning, I will be putting a question into the Facebook post group. A poll, and you can vote on it, and we will discuss the results. This week's one was, during COVID-19, did you find it easier or harder to diet / stay fit? Because some people aren't dieting; they're just trying to get tankified. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so the winners, I guess, sounds weird. Most people said harder. I was one of them.
I was also one of them.
Yeah, definitely harder, isn't it?
Yeah. 100%.
It was closer than I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be all blue.
I think there was that old meme I think we saw at the beginning of the pandemic, and it's like coming out of the pandemic and it's like a jacked dude.
Yeah.
And it's just a guy that's just morbidly obese.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's about right, I think.
That's about right, yeah.
But I think way more people sit in the second camp.
Yeah.
On the whole.
Yeah, I found it well harder. Because it was like takeaways. Like the pandemic hit and Uber Eats range just went boom, because they're like, we got to cover a lot more places, you know.
Yeah.
And then I moved house, landed here. Now I can get McDonald's delivered to my house. I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's interesting. I can understand.
And people, I would say, the vast majority of people don't have gym equipment in their house.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think, but you do bodyweight stuff, I guess.
Yeah, but there's an even smaller majority that are willing to do that shit.
True.
You know?
This goes back to some sadness. But I used to do bodyweight shit. I used to be able to do handstands.
Yeah.
I used to be able to do 50 push-ups in a go. And I was just I can't do a push-up now.
Yeah.
How so?
Have you tried to do a pull-up?
I could never really do pull-ups.
No, I could never do it. I have never in my life, after the age of about 10, been able to do a single pull-up.
I could do chin-ups just about. 1 or 2 chin-ups. We can't work on a fucking upper body strength. Holy shit.
But the thing is, when you're trying to drag fucking, half a 4x4 off the ground, it's a little bit difficult. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, the pole went in the sway I thought it would.
Yeah,
but
not
I thought it'd be a bigger sway.
Yeah,
I thought it'd have been fucking destroyed by harder to diet.
Yeah.
You know?
But let's say a third of people found it easier to stay fit during the diet. Well done. Good
fair
on
play.
you.
If you look in the mirror now and say, I look better.
I'm a fucking beast.
Yeah, I look better than I did. Oh, mate, it feels really wrong to say. 2019.
No, wait, 2020? Yeah, it was March 2020.
March 2020?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So 2 years.
Yeah, if you look better in March 2020, if you looked better now than you did in March 2020, fair fucking play.
Fair play. That's
because I fucking don't.
Pat yourself on the back. And if you didn't, don't beat yourself up. It's a global pandemic.
Exactly. Yeah, and you're like the majority of people.
Exactly.
As shown in the thing.
Exactly.
So yeah, that is the fat poll.
It's good.
It's good.
I'm excited for this week's poll because I don't know what it'd be.
Yeah, this week's poll. Yeah, so made us laugh this week.
Ooh. We went with mine last week, right? First?
Yeah, so we'll go with mine, shall we?
Let's do it.
It's that stage of the week where I forget what the hell it even was. Oh! So I was going through my Google Drive because I was posting the videos, those of me eating.
Yeah.
And then I searched for just videos in my thing. I was just looking through my old videos.
Yeah.
And it made me think about when I mentioned we'd have a conversation about dedication to the subject. And I said I find it difficult to work with anyone.
Yeah.
Because they don't match my dedication or obsession with said subject. And then I saw this and I was like, I remember how obsessed I was making these.
Yeah.
And for someone who's not creative in any way, not saying you, I'm just saying in general, right, may look at this and go, that must have took ages, like to create. Because I got to draw everything on it as well and then animate it, right? But I was smashing out like 3 of these a day.
Yeah.
You know, a different character. So I'll just play it anyway. And I even voice it. My very first early voice acting is terrible. It's terrible. I listen to it now and I'm like, it's tragic. Right.
All I do is try to help people. Every single time you try to stop me. I didn't want it to come to this. But you leave me no choice.
Mate, that's sick.
Coming soon. And this was made like 2017.
I remember.
Yeah.
When you made that, because you know that little outline bit of the blue.
Yeah.
I remember when you found that out After Effects. You're like, "This is sick."
It's like I fucking love this. This is so good. But yeah, I remember how obsessed I was with making that, and I made like 12 of them for different characters, and I was just like, and then I saw it in my thing, and I was like, "Wow, that died." It just made me laugh. I was like, "Fucking hell!" That it went from the most important thing in my day for like a week, and then
that's crazy how
gone.
it works.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Just disappeared. Should I find another one?
Yeah, do it.
So I find another one. This what's a character that I can easily search for?
Should
we look at Surge's one so we can see, so we can hear my awful American accent?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. Where's Surge? There he is.
You have one for the Doctor as well.
Yeah. I'll play that one after.
So, we got a nuclear guy, we got a fire guy, we got a crazy professor dude. It just seems silly not to have an electric guy.
Oh, I love this bit at the end. When I started putting the bits at the end, this was my favourite. I just remember just making them, and then, so it'd be Gyro.
So
it'd be Gyro, or was it? Yeah, there it is. Gyro teaser. Is this the full one? Yeah.
In other news, Bristol was hit by a freak earthquake today.
Every time I write a story, it has to be Bristol.
Bristol was there to save thousands in the Bristol city centre. More on this story
Creepy looking guy.
later.
Failure is a needed part of success. This time, you will not fail. You will not fail.
Man. You fucking love that effect.
I fucking loved it all. I fucking loved doing them. But yeah, I thought, oh my god, I was like, how It's so important. But for like a week.
Yeah.
And then just like disappeared from my life for like years.
You were fucking obsessed.
I was.
Like every time you message me, you're like, look at this. Like,
I've made a whole nother one.
oh, I just modified this effect so it's slightly brighter. Yeah, I remember that.
You know, so it just made me laugh because I was just like how important the importance I can put on something. But that's another. That's another thing that I'm on about, like, because I couldn't ever expect anyone to be as hyped for making shit like that.
Yeah.
Because it's stuff from my head.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially when, in this case, the person you were working with has zero design ability whatsoever. I'm like, that's basically wizardry that I could never do. So yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, that was mine. Let's have a look at yours, Zachariah.
Mine's a bit less. This is the first time I've done it, right? And I'm gonna like, oh, Jay's gonna hate this, but I think
Jay's
it's great.
gonna hate this, right? Have you seen my laptop?
Brian,
Yes.
do you know where my laptop went? Have you seen my laptop?
Let's look at the
Yeah,
seagulls.
maybe. What is a laptop?
It's a small computer. You have one right in front of you.
Oh, yes. It's right here.
No, my laptop.
No, you don't have one, though.
That's what do you know where it is?
It's kind of a long story.
That's fine.
Come gather round
This
and
looks
I'll
like
tell you a
Already?
tale of a night very much like the one tonight.
You have to sing this story?
Yes. The rain pelted cruelly, the wind tore my hood as I ran through the wood to my homestead.
How many verses is this?
12. When I saw in a clearing a figure was stood beckoning as if
We live in Brooklyn. Never mind, I'll come back later.
I'll skip to verse 11. Now you know, said the wizard, what price you must pay to gain the reward you see.
I feel like you skipped a lot.
You'll get it through context. You must trade me a treasure that's of commensurate or greater value than the suggested retail price of this mystical ancient antique. So I granted the wizard a book forged in chrome, though it pained me to part, and regret filled my mind. With a flourish he vanished along with my tome, leaving not but this study behind. Leaving not but this study behind.
You pawned my laptop to get a hurdy-gurdy.
Karen, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to remind me what a laptop is.
I like that. That was alright. That was alright.
That was alright.
I thought it was a good finish
Yeah. I
to
think
the
so.
pod.
Yeah. Good pod again, man.
Good pod again. Another long one.
Is it?
Yeah, it's an hour and 38 minutes, bro.
See, it's funny because when we had today's presentation up, right? I was like, I reckon it's gonna be too short because obviously we took out my emotions,
Yeah.
which is now a more dead segment.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like Suzuki.
Suzuki. Oh my god, there's still no Suzuki. You were so pumped about it.
It's gone. It's gone.
It's gone.
But yeah, I thought it was a good pod.
Yeah, good pod, man.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to this week's podcast, which is episode 6. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure to go into the description, find the Facebook group, sign up if you're not already in there, because on Monday I will be posting the next question.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you have any comments or things you want us to talk about, just drop a like in the Facebook. Or if you had a particularly good week and found like new cheddar cheese that's really low calorie, hit us up.
Yeah, and also, if you know any good vegan shit, hit us up as well, because I will test it.
Definitely.
and give you my verdict. Give you Jay's seal of approval or Jay's seal of disapproval.
Yeah, you don't want those, but yeah.
You don't want one of those. But anyway, thank you very much, everyone, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye!